No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today I'm in here with my main man, my co-host, and Jefe.
What's the deal, man?
And we're having to sit down with the one and only Spoetyface.
Yes,
What's going on? What's going on?
How you feeling, G? I'm glad to get you in here.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
No.
Definitely. So, okay, just to start this off, how did you two get cool? Where did this friendship come from?
It's definitely a friendship in a brotherhood now, you know. But I actually I was good friends with his brother.
His younger brother, or do you have an older brother?
No.
Okay,
Brother.
His older brother.
Tiny Ant.
got it.
Yeah, so me and him really never had a relationship like that. We both knew each other through the streets, you know, and things like that. But once I got out and started getting into the podcasting thing and getting into my gang intervention work, I reached out to him.
Okay.
And we was actually supposed to do a show and a podcast together. We had came up with that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right before I got locked up this last time. And yeah, it's just been, we brung it in. It's just been like that ever since.
Okay, so it was always all good. You guys never had issues with each other before or anything like that?
Nah, not directly.
Okay.
Nah.
See, that's one cool thing about podcasting is that like I've been a lot of people that I've seen able to come together and have, you know, a cool relationship on camera and stuff that realistically, historically would maybe have had issues with each other.
Yeah, I agree. But I would say you have to be there and you got to be there in your life too as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what, fortunately enough, that's where I'm at in my life. And then we like-minded, so he's there as well. So it made it easy. It was an easy call.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were both, by the time you met, you were kind of past the bullshit era of your life and more on to just trying to make something out of yourself and do content and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, correct.
Got it.
Yeah, for sure. So like me, how I kind of like remember it. I just got on like YouTube or whatever, and Spoety was already on YouTube doing his thing or whatever. So he was doing his thing. I was hearing his name. I reacted to something that had happened. You know what I'm saying? And his stance on it, you know, and I was kind of pretty much like, man, you know, see, this how I kind of be thinking, you know, this my mind frame right here. Then from there, you know, we got in touch. I think I went on a pod with him, Spider Loke, and ODM Slim.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we first like initially met. And then, you know, just like, you know, energy, like I'll be real big on energy and just like, you know, it was just like mine, you know, just without forcing it, you know, it just automatically came together. You know, from there, you know, we locked in, tapped in, and you know, we just been hollering ever since. And then, you know, like I said, he went to school with my brother and stuff like that. So, you know,
Okay.
So
And I remember you had reposted something I said.
Yeah, most definitely.
Something like, all right,
for sure.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you guys are both street dudes who are making content. Does it feel like in 2025 that there's an inherent natural conflict there, or does it feel kind of more natural? Because I feel like even like 5 years ago, if you were to ask most street dudes or gang related dudes, like if they were down to do a podcast or a YouTube channel, a lot of them would be like, nah, I ain't with that because that's like telling or that's like, you know, gossiping or all this shit. But it feels like as time goes by, dudes like y'all are getting more comfortable with that.
For sure. Like, I say that a lot, like probably 5 years ago, because that's nothing that never been on my memory board. Like, I didn't even know the YouTube universe existed outside of me going on YouTube to figure out how to put something together or take something apart or find out certain information. Like when I really got on YouTube and started doing content, that's when I started seeing the podcasts, I started seeing the No Jumpers, I started seeing the Vlads and the different stuff that was going on. So like 5 years ago, I probably would have told you hell no. And then definitely coming from the area that I come from, that a lot of people kind of like look at being on camera like it's frowned upon. But like for me, like with growth and like ever since I've been young, I've always been like a person. Like I always tell people, I have a saying that I might do something that you don't like, but I'm not gonna never do nothing foul. So just because I'm on camera and I'm doing this don't mean it's foul. You know what I'm saying? Because like shit, who wrote the rules? Like, you know, I know the laws of the land, you feel me? I've been in jail multiple times, you know, ain't never told on nobody when I've been in predicaments to tell on somebody and to get out. You know what I'm saying? I've always went and took my time and came back out. So it's just like, who's anybody to tell me what I'm doing on camera or a podcast is wrong? And I know the do's and don'ts, and I just feel like as long as I can sleep at the end of the night, that's all that matters. You feel me? And you know, that's how I feel about that. And I do feel like, you know, with me coming on the internet, that like ushered a lot of people in, like from jail to the streets. That was members. You feel me? Who probably wouldn't have did it. That was like, okay, now you know, Ant doing it. Oh shit, I can do it. You feel me? So like, yeah, that's how I look at it. I don't try to get caught up in other people's thoughts because I think it'll hinder you. You know what I'm saying?
Also, I think it's a gray area in there, but I also think I will concur like 5 years ago. But my whole thing about it is like how podcasting to me it's like it's a way out. It's a way out. Like this the new way out. Not only that when I first was in the clock, I said I did 12 and a half years. I had a phone the whole time. Every prison I was at, I had a phone. But I really wasn't into the podcasting or anything like that. But once I got out, I'm like, hold up, the representation for my city and a lot of dudes up there, I felt like they weren't qualified enough to be speaking on certain things and even the things they shouldn't speak on. So I was like, wait, dang, like they up there telling my life story. They getting rich. They ain't never been in the field. They ain't never did this. I just did this. This my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, they might as well get the real deal. So that's why I'm like, hold on, let me see. You know what I mean? What's going on? And then once I on that spiritual journey, and it led me to like, you know what? The gang banging and all this, it's cool and all that. But that's only that's going to take you so far.
If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From glass gear to infused sweets, they've got one of the best lineups online. They ship fast, it's always discreet, and their app makes shopping too easy. The deals are always running, and you can use code NOJUMPER for a little bonus at checkout. Shout out Everything 420.